Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jacob. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. At the time of filming this, it's Saturday, the 15th of August here in Australia. You might be watching this during the week, so I hope you're having a fantastic week. Wanted to get our daily video done for the day, and the topic today is something a little bit interesting. We've taken on a lot of new students this week into the program that I run called the Super Affiliate Accelerator, and as with anything, when you create something that you know gathers a lot of attention in the marketplace, there's going to be people who don't like that, and that's okay. They're entitled to their opinions, and someone dropped me a message today with a link to a shitty little funnel that someone put together, sprouting a bunch of false statistics about me and about our program, and I don't know what their issue is in particular, but clearly they're a relatively uneducated individual, and it was worth a giggle before I went out to lunch. But I'm not too proud that I can't take a lesson from some of these things that I read, and I can draw some value from it because it can give me some content ideas. So one of the things that I read on this little funnel that this individual spent some time to put together, which I appreciate the publicity for him getting our brand out there for us. It said Jacob's program is $1,500 going up to $2,000, so you'd expect that it would be easy. And I read it and I was like, shit, he's done a fantastic job of summarizing everything that's wrong with the vast majority of, expectations and perception that people have in this industry. He's got a ton of false statistics in there, but that line pretty nicely sums up the error of a lot of people's ways when it comes to this game. And part of that is how people market to them, but also part of that is people chasing easy wins. If you've listened to this channel for any length of time, or you followed my Facebook group, or you're on my email list, and unlike this individual, you've actually consumed my content, you would know that I never tell people this is easy. I tell them it's a simple business model because it is. You handle the front end, the company handles the back end, but it's not easy. It takes real work. I say that multiple times a week. So regardless of the price of a program, which we can touch on in a second, but regardless of the price, it's never going to be easy. It takes significant learning. It takes significant action to make all of this come together. As with any business, that's no surprise. Maybe it is to certain types of people, but that's no surprise. You're trying to do something that the vast majority of people can't or won't commit the time to do. So just because you pay a little bit more for a program, that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, right? It means that you're going to get additional training. It means that you're going to get additional support. You're going to get everything that you need, but it doesn't make it easy, right? Just because you go out and buy a business for $10 million, that doesn't mean that business is going to be easy to run. That's not the way that it works. And clearly the line is spoken by somebody who has no clue about business, no clue about marketing. That summarized it nicely, but it gave me the idea for the video. So if you're going into things and spending a little bit more money on things, thinking that because I've spent more, that's going to make the whole thing easy, that means you're going into it with the expectation that somebody else is going to do the work for you because you've spent a little bit more money. Right, and that's completely the wrong way to go about it, and it's one of the many reasons that so many people struggle, regardless of what business you go into, regardless of the amount of money that you spend, regardless of the business model that you choose. It's very rarely, if ever, going to be easy. It's going to take a significant amount of learning to figure out that business model, to figure out the marketing, the sales, depending on the business model, the back end pieces. All the admin stuff that goes with it. There's so many complexities to all of this. Affiliate marketing as a model is simpler because you are allowed to focus on the front end, but it's never going to be easy. There's competition. You've got to genuinely do things that other people won't do to differentiate yourself, to build a brand. You've got to make yourself uncomfortable. You've got to shift your mindset around sales and marketing. It's everything and anything but easy, right? It's it's something that you need to become obsessed with making it work. Otherwise, it'll be pretty tough. So if that's your expectation going into a program, you're going to have a hard time, regardless of the amount of money that you spend, right? Be it $1 or be it $10,000. It's never, ever, ever going to be easy. So shift that perspective, right? If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing, because it is a challenge, and because it takes time to learn these skills and to implement these skills and to overcome the challenges of running a business. That's what makes it worthwhile, because when it does, pay dividends, it's so much more sweet. And on the flip side of that, that's the reality of it, and that's the reason that a lot of people don't stick with it. They go into it with false expectations, and then they don't see it through. They compare themselves to others, all of these things, and then they quit, and they bail out early because they haven't had that breakthrough yet, and they haven't had the overnight riches and all these kind of things. They get distracted by the shiny object. They might read articles like this one, which was also funnily enough promoting some other program, which I guess they can't promote on their own merit, so they have to try and bring down other programs. And then they get distracted and go do something different. So the message for today, the message for this weekend is, whatever you're doing, whatever you might be purchasing, my program, any other program, don't go into it expecting it to be easy, right? Regardless of how much money you've spent, right? I've spent 5 figures and above on mentors and programs, and you never go into it expecting to be easy, because business isn't easy. It takes hard work, it takes learning, and it's a journey. Right, so shift that perspective and get ready to grind it out and to figure it out. And programs can provide you incremental support and strategy and all those kind of things, but they can't do the work for you, right? Which it seems like a lot of people are looking for. And the sooner you can stop looking for those kind of things, the sooner you're going to be able to really start building your thing and make it work for you. One of the things that I love about selling higher ticket is that it is a mechanism to keep out people with this type of attitude, right? Where there's a sense of entitlement that, because I've spent more money, this should be easy. This should be done for me, right? This should be copy and paste. When you increase your prices, you can keep out a lot of people like that. And I'm not saying that every person that can't afford a certain program is of that, persuasion, but there is that type of person out there, and price can be an effective strategy to filter the less committed people, the less serious people, and particularly people like this who have just a completely twisted and incorrect perspective of how this stuff works. So that was a funny little read, but it was worth it, because it gave me the content for this video. Don't go into any online business expecting it to be easy, regardless of the program you purchase, regardless of the mentorship that you purchase, regardless of whatever you spend. There's still going to be work involved. There's still going to be serious time commitments, and it's ultimately going to be up to you to do the work. You'll get the frameworks and the support with most programs that you purchase in whatever business model you choose, but it's still going to be up to you to do the work. And as soon as you accept that, everything will become everything will become more aligned, because you'll know that it's in your control. You'll know that I have to sit down and I have to do the work. It's not in my mentor's hands, it's not in my community's hands, it's in my hands. When you accept that, it can be a frightening thing, because then it's all on you, but it's also a liberating thing, because it's in your control. The outcomes are in your control, which is great, because then you can make it happen. If you want it bad enough, then you can make it happen. Okay, so shift your perspective on that, and that'll make things happen for you a lot more than the individuals who refuse to accept that this isn't easy, right? And regardless of the amount of money you spend, this isn't easy. Ask the people in $100,000 masterminds. Does that mean that it's all done for them and it's easy? No, that's not how it works. Okay, so take that on board. Hope you'll have a fantastic weekend. If you are looking at the Super Affiliate Accelerator and you understand what I'm talking about here, then you might be our type of customer. You can check out the link in the description and give it a look and decide if it's for you. High ticket affiliate marketing. It may be, it may not. Check it out, and you can decide to jump in before the price goes up. End of day, August 15 Pacific time. And you might be watching this after the event, in which case the price has already gone up, so don't worry about that. You can still check out the link and jump in if you feel so inclined. Hope you'll have a fantastic weekend or week, depending on when you're watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to you all soon. Cheers.